Hey everybody, it's Chris from Marketing During Tough Times. Thanks for stopping by. This is the first in a series of videos I'm doing about working with a partner. It was inspired by a coaching call I was on recently, and this person was approached about working with a partner and starting a new business. Now there's two types of partners you typically can have. You have the silent partner, who they're basically investing money in you, in your business. They expect a certain amount of return, a certain rate of return on their investment, and as long as they get the money and the company's doing fine, they don't care really what you do day to day, right? They're not involved day to day, they're not checking in, they probably don't have an office at your office. The other kind of partner is that partner where you're working in the business together, right? Like maybe you're 50-50 and you have an idea for a business and there's 10 things you need to do and you're each going to do 5 different things and you're going to be working together all the time and you're maybe going to be sharing in an office space. And this is the type of partnership the person was approached about doing. So it wasn't, hey, I'm going to give you money, you're never going to see me. It's like, I'm going to be working with you all the time. So now I have very limited experience working with a partner. Many of you know I own a performing arts school that started as a guitar school in my apartment in 1990. So it was just me. It was about 4 or 5 years into that I started hiring employees, and maybe another 5 years after that, maybe around 2000, that I started to try to scale the business. So around 2003, and I was married during some of that period. In 2003, my then wife joined the company to work there, and she was my business partner, basically, right? Your wife, she's not working for me. She views it like I'm your partner. So that was a big change for me because I had always just decided things and done them. I didn't check in with anybody. And now all of a sudden I had this sort of equal partner. So long story short, it really didn't go well. It didn't go well for me, first of all, because how I just described it. It's my company and this person's coming in. So right away, like I'm part of the problem. The greater problem, I think, reflecting back, was we brought our marriage dynamic into the business. So if you're married, for 7 years or 8 years or 10 years, you have a certain dynamic. Couples fight, couples argue. You might argue about the laundry. You might argue about doing the dishes. And every couple has a different way of arguing. Maybe they yell at each other. Maybe they sort of wear the other person down until they get their way, but ultimately everybody really wants their way. And I think that's normal. In marriages and in long-term relationships, people argue and people fight. I had never had that experience in my business. And so right away, like how we spoke as a couple or fought about things as a couple was now at my job, at my company that I was running. And it just didn't work for me. We had completely different work styles. Now, she was very valuable. She had a great skill set. Sometimes employees quit. I mean, it happens, people quit. She would be able to cover shifts and cover art camps, and she helped with the art department. She knew how to use computers. I didn't know how to turn a computer on. She knew how to use Excel. She knew how to use Word. I mean, I didn't know any of this stuff worked. Everything was like written in my handwriting. At the same time, our dynamic made it really difficult to work with. So we tried a bunch of different things. The last thing we tried, and this is like gives you an idea, was we would not be at the office at the same time. So I would go to work in the morning, I would drive home, and we have a daughter, I would stay home with my daughter and then she would go to work. So we worked opposite shifts, so we were never there at the same time. And then ultimately she stepped back from the business. So I learned some very valuable lessons from this experience. So for these next few weeks, I'm going to be talking about working with a partner, and it's going to be based on my experience that I had working with a partner, and then the experience some of my coaching clients have had working with a partner. So tune in every Friday for the next few weeks for the show. Thanks. See you next time. Bye.